and jabs. A more general conditioning is provided by the body's posture and stances throughout the set. Most of the specific conditioning exercises occur early in the set, after which the pace quickens. However, the pace never becomes fast and flowing. This is not a fluid set. Power and speed are used in individual movements only. Be aware that the fist used in this set is not the common panther fist. It does not strike with the bottom finger joints. In common with the panther fist, the thumb presses against the side of the index finger. However, the fingers are coiled tightly into the palm, and the striking surface is the same as with a normal fist. Hungar's foundation stance differs from the standard horse stance seen in many other styles. It is done with the toes and knees pointed inward, the pelvis thrust forward, and the shoulders hunched, such that the body defines an S shape when viewed from the side. The forearms are positioned in a straight line across the chest, the fists 1 inch below the nipples. This stance is called Yiji Kim Young Ma. Ma means horse or stance. Yiji is the Chinese character 2, which the feet slightly resemble. Kim Young means to withdraw the testicles, referring to the way the buttocks and groin muscles are to be tensed in this stance. The movements of this set follow a star-shaped pattern. After the initial forward salutation, action turns to the right, then to the left in a repeating pattern, then forward, then to the left rear corner, the right rear corner, again the left rear corner, to finish facing forward once more. Each change in direction is marked by a kick. Keep this pattern in mind to simplify the learning process. The Panther set will be taught in 13 lessons. Each lesson will begin with hand techniques, then proceed to footwork, and finish with refinement and timing details. After each lesson, applications of techniques will be shown. To make a fist, start with the top joint, coil the fingers tightly into the palm, and press the thumb against the side of the index finger. Strike as you would with a normal fist. The Kim Young Ma stance begins by chambering the fists an inch below the nipples with elbows and shoulders forward. Check for proper posture by placing a staff under your arms as shown. Note the shoulder slouch and how the elbows are held forward, so the forearms form a straight line in front of the chest. Bend the knees, pivot the feet heel-toe heel apart, ending with the feet toed in as shown. The knees are not pushed out as in a typical horse stance, but remain in line with the thigh and calf. The pelvis is thrust forward in this stance, the thigh bones pressed forward in the hip sockets. The entire body defines an S shape. While not actually possible, visualize keeping a plate balanced low on your stomach. From this stance, practice shifting to a right and left bow and arrow stance. In the bow and arrow stance, the feet are in line and turn 45 degrees outward. Note that the back foot does not shift when going between Kim Young Ma and the bow stance, being angled 45 degrees in both stances. Practice until you can smoothly shift between these stances. Ready stance, swooping grab into chest, step forward, double uppercut, down block and around into down punches, uppercut, elbow, tensed forearm and claw, elbow, tensed forearm and claw, double back fist bringing into chest, step back and apart into Kim Young Ma. Double stab, side clear and double claw, double palm, cross hand clear into circling grab. Feet together. Sink into Kim Young Ma pose while grabbing into chest. Step forward, maintaining Kim Young Ma. For the elbow strikes, strike downward in a crossing fashion. Step back, circle the right and then the left foot out into Kim Young Ma, and deliver the stabs, claws, and palm strikes with snap. The forearm claw combination is done with slow tension. The Kim Young Ma stance is the foundation of this set. Review the fundamentals portion of this tape for the proper posture and tension. Maintain this posture and tension while delivering the blocks and strikes. Feel for the strength and solidity of the stance. The better you pin down the stance now, the more you will learn in the following lessons. A side view will follow this lesson as supplement. Back fist to right, short block and punch, kick, tensed forearm strike, stab forward, backhand down and stab, twist clear and grab, high block and punch to right, elbow, double backhand, twist clear and claw apart, cross chop and double palm strike, crane wing clear and stab. After the back fist, block down and short punch the attacker's arm. When facing forward again, stab up, slap down, stab straight, then twist free of the attacker's grip and grab his wrist and turn. 2 more grip breaks will be described in the side view supplement. Use slow dynamic tension to the right for the forearm strike, and to the front for the stab up and a twist clear and grab, and to the right for the double backhand and twist clear and claw. The first 3 strikes are to the front right corner. All other strikes and blocks are to the side or front. After double backhands to the side, twist the hands in and under on body center line to break the opponent's grip and follow with raking claws. Again, pay attention to the Kim Young Ma posture throughout this lesson. On the jabs, maintain tension through the arm into the fingertips. After the double palm strike to the side, turn the hands outward and apart like crane wings to break the opponent's grip. Maintain tension into the fingertips on the slow dynamic moves. Note the height of the various blocks and strikes. Some are head high, some aimed at the chest, some at the stomach. In the final right hand jab, block with the left forearm. The left hand is held like a jab for balance and symmetry only. Sifu Lam blocks twice to his left, setting up a double palm strike. The blocks cross up the opponent so he cannot counter the double strike. Sifu Lam blocks twice with the left hand, setting up a stab. The slap block allows the jab to ride over the attacker's arm. Side clear and double palms. Side chop, grab and twist, weight shifting forearm strike, high block and punch, elbow, double backhand, crane wing clear and block and stab, double palms, punch, grab grip and scoop twist for front chop. After the side chop, shift your weight back, rising on your front toe, then stomp down, shifting forward on the forearm strike to give it extra power. Most punches and palm strikes are done with full extension of the arm. Hold the fist at chest level on forearm and elbow strikes. After the final left punch, place the right palm under the left wrist to trap the opponent's gripping hand and twist it about and chop. Chop block low, over-under grab. Block, grab, and twist into a weight-shifting forearm strike to the bicep. Both hands start on the left side for the over-under grabbing block. Sifu Lam traps the attacker's grip and twists him into a vulnerable position. Sifu Lam presses the attacker's hand tight against his wrist for the trap. Grab and scooping twist with uppercut, palm strike, tense chamber and stab, twist clear and grab. After the palm strike, bring the right hand down and back to add force to the jab. The fingers stay forward in the scooping twist. Shift forcefully from bow to Kim Young Ma for the palm strike. The final grab squeezes to a tight fist. Sifu Lam slap blocks down, up punches, blocks and strikes with the palm. Note how quickly the up punch becomes a down block, clearing for the palm strike. Forearm strike to right, trap grip and twist to left for low palm, block up and punch, block and stab, grab and forearm strike, tense forearm to the right, front forearm and stab, side clear and stab 3 times, cross hand clear into circular clawing grab. Feet together. Note the low-high-low strike combination to the left. The high hooking punch targets the temple. In the final stance, the arms define a half circle at chest height, fists clenched tight. Clear with the right hand and twist the body into the temple punch. The hands nearly touch on the front forearm strike and jab. Sifu Lam scoop blocks with the back of his wrist and hook punches to the temple. Note how Sifu Lam leans into the hook punch. Sifu Lam uses alternating forearms to block, and strike to the bicep. Sifu Lam grabs and pulls on the opponent's arm while striking to the bicep. Lesson 6 is a mirror image repeat of lessons 2, 3, 4, and 5. The star-shaped pattern of the set begins to emerge, having started forward, then turned right, and now proceeding to the left. Soon, after another forward sequence, it will address the rear corners. Note that this lesson opens with a kick, which marks every change in direction in the set. Pay attention to the movements done with slow dynamic tension. The tension extends through the arms into the fingertips and is maintained through the full range of the motion. Doing these isometrics properly will build up the forearms, fingers, and wrists so that Panther techniques can be applied with effective speed and power. The importance of the Kim Young Ma posture cannot be overemphasized. Review the fundamentals portion of this tape at regular intervals while learning this set to refine this foundation stance, and be attentive to its use throughout the set. Make the mirrored sequences to right and left as equal as possible. Work at developing balanced strength in the arms. Perform the strikes and blocks on each side with equal speed and power. Time each side and strive for equal duration. Keep stances strong, and for individual movements, move with speed or slow tension, no in-between. Step and kick, stomp down into horse, circle block into back fist, block flanks and double claw, 3 forearm blocks, block and 1-2 stab, stomping block and punch. Kick with arms stationary. The hands strike and block with equal speed and power, both together and in alternating fashion. Forearm block across the body's center line. Jab twice on the center line. Stomp into a slight crouch for the final punch. Sifu Lam kicks, double back fists, pulls clear, and claws the shoulders. In pulling clear, Sifu Lam draws the opponent close for the clawing attack. Three forearm cross blocks set up a 1-2 jab. The final cross block includes a scoop block that clears for the jabs. A side view will follow this lesson as supplement. Kick and 3 backhand strikes. High block and chop to left, clear and chop twice more. 2 cross body clears into front elbow strike. For each backhand, fist the other hand at the chest. Likewise for the first side chop. This is the second kick done with action directed to the front. There will soon be a third kick. Only the front direction uses more than 1 kick. Use power in the backhand strikes. On the side chops, scrape the left hand along the right forearm to clear. The clear and chop is done an extra time here to demonstrate the technique. Shift from bow to Kim Young Ma on the clear and chops. The cross-body clear circles fluidly into the elbow strike. Both arms execute the cross-body clears for greater power. Shift to strong bow for the elbow strike. Sifu Lam backhand blocks and strikes in one movement. The technique is both simple and effective. Sifu Lam high blocks and chops, then clears and chops again. The left hand clears with a sharp chop to the opponent's wrist. Sifu Lam blocks low and high with both forearms, then follows with an elbow strike. Block with the forearms at right angles. Lean back on the high block. Lunge forward with the elbow. A side view will follow this lesson as supplement. High block and claw to rear. Front claw and back fist. Scoop claw aside. Front claw strike and back fist. Repeat scoop claw through back fist. Looping block and low punch left. Circle down block and double palm to rear. Double block and a crouching punch to front. The arm swing movements are done from the shoulder, arms loose until positioned, then tightened. Lift the left foot during the looping block to the rear, then stomp down into horse for the double palms. Shift smoothly and quickly between bow, Kim Young Ma, single leg, and horse. The horse stances are low and strong, lending power to the strikes. Maintain Kim Young Ma in a single leg stance, covering the groin with a knee, heel ready to kick. Even the raised foot is true to Kim Young Ma, being angled inward. Draw the claw hand into the shoulder between the high strikes to the face. The forearms strike down with power when rising into single leg. In the final low horse, the feet turn out. The scoop claw is done with tension. One hand is fisted at the chest through much of this lesson. Using only the left hand, Sifu Lam blocks, claws, and back fists. The claw and back fist are done in rapid succession. Sifu Lam double scoop blocks down, then strikes with the palms. The raised foot adds power to the down blocks and sets up the lunge into palm strikes. Block high and quickly sink low to punch the open stomach. The high block circles backwards to build momentum for the punch. High block and punch. Punch to cross hands, swooping clear and kick, 3 double palm strikes. Double stab, cross hand clear into circle grab, forearm blocks while pivoting to the rear, bring the feet together. The 3 double palm strikes are each different. The first is sideways, the second with the left on top, the third with the right on top. In turning to the rear, the left forearm blocks, the right fist is ready to punch. Sifu Lam blocks and counters with 2 punches, then clears, kicks, and strikes with double palms. The clear is done by crossing the hands and scoop blocking aside. Kick and step into the palm strike. Cross block and double palm strike high and low with vertical palms. The cross block brings both hands to the right side, setting up the double palm strike. This lesson will be shown in back view. Block and punch twice. Forearm block, step and kick to corner. Circle block and punch, elbow. Double down forearm block, clear side and low punch, block and punch. Double clear with forearms, double palm strike, block and punch. Forearm block behind, high block and stab to corner. Elbow strike behind, grab and stab, grab and punch. Forearm block to the other rear corner. The kick initiates action into the left rear corner. Shift to cat for the double down forearm block. Shift smoothly and swiftly between stances. Take a step before kicking. The hands circle close together, clearing for the low punch in strong horse. The hands are open, palms up, on the double down forearm block. Using only the left hand, Sifu Lam blocks, block and grabs, and punches. Sifu Lam pulls the opponent's arm aside, crossing him up for the punch. This lesson is also shown in back view. Bring your feet together. Step and kick to the other rear corner, repeating the movements of lesson 11 in that direction. The star-shaped pattern of the set stands nearly complete, having started facing forward, shifting left, then right, forward again, to the left rear corner, and now the right rear corner. After the right rear corner, the left rear corner is repeated a second time, shown as part of this lesson. After the grab and punch, punch twice more, then forearm strike. Again, work at balancing your power and speed as directed into each corner. Make certain your stance work and stepping is symmetrical. Strive to become equally proficient with your hands in all techniques. Note that all action in this lesson is directed to the corners. This lesson returns to the front view. Side step. Lift forearms and down block while turning forward, bring feet together, and end the set in much the same way as it began. When turning forward, the left forearm blocks while the right fist is poised to punch. The hands match for balance. Check that you end on the same spot as you began. If your ending spot is off, your left and right stances are unequal, or your star pattern is uneven. If one leg is weaker, you may be understepping with it, throwing your pattern off. Work to correct this. Sifu Lam again performs the Panther set. Several Hung Gar styles have survived to the present. This Panther set belongs to the Ha-Se Fu system. Ha-Se Fu, meaning 4 lower tigers, is an older style, going back to the Qing dynasty, making it more directly rooted in the Shaolin Temple. It uses advanced techniques, relying more heavily on internal strength, and in its arsenal are to be found a wealth of exotic weapons: double gen, bench, double tiger head shields, monk's crescent moon spade, and double-headed dragon chain whip, to name a few. While other Hung Gars typically consolidate the techniques of 5 different animals into a single set, called 5 animals, Ha-Se Fu keeps them separate, devoting a set to each. The 5 animal sets in Ha-Se Fu Hung Gar are Panther, Tiger, Snake, Crane, and Dragon. The sets are traditionally taught in that order.